Where's this at?
Presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour.
North Carolina.
And we welcome you to one of the most popular golf courses on the PGA
Quail
Tour.
Hollow.
It is Quail Hollow. We're in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Frank, it is just starting to heat up out on the golf course. Fans are streaming in, anticipating a highly contested event with the best golfers in the world.
One reason the fans love this course so much, Rich, the green mile. It's fine to have a good golf course, but it's got to have a great finish. It's got a great finish, then it becomes a great golf course. Quail Hollow has that great finish of 16, 17, and 18.
If you're just joining us, let's take you out to our featured golfer at the 5th. Frank, what have you seen in the early going from our featured golfer?
A little bit of a struggle, unsurprisingly, really, Rich, just a little messy. This wasn't to be expected. It's time to sort of tighten all the screws there, have a rethink, and try and put some red numbers on the board.
So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
Third shot, looking for a good one.
That's pretty good.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. So
You
close.
kidding me?
And yet it still counts for another shot.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Every time, dude.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the course.
Just trying to keep this round on track. Has that putt, stays at 1 over.
Make birdie in the next 3.
Frank, this is where you know that players like Bubba Watson, Dustin Johnson, Rory McIlroy are playing a different game than guys like me. They step up to this 250-yard par 3 and they might hit 5-iron. It is a little downhill, but they might be with a middle iron. A lot of us would be with a driver.
Well, you see the advantage of that power on this very hole, not just because of the length they got to hit it, but the green they're hitting keeps off in both directions, right and left. So you have to land that ball on the green. So yeah, it's a big advantage if you can go this hole.
Been this way all
Courses,
day.
man.
Tight, no mistakes, solid shot.
And yet another green in regulation.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it.
God.
Not going so well for him. He has this for bogey.
Win one, lose one. Win one, lose one.
So, 2 over par for the round. Well, Frank, an eagle is in play here at the par 5-7.
And a 6, and a 7, and an 8, or a 9, actually. This is a potential scorecard record, the 7th hole. Many a tee shot has found that creek on the right, trees, problems on the left. There's no question there's a reward for a good tee shot here. But then there's a decision on do you go for this par 5 and 2. It's not overly long,
yes.
just over 530 yards. It is very tempting.
193.
Oh, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Could be wet.
Wow,
Yeah.
lucky break right
Eagle
there.
putt.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
And
So
that
with a
eagle.
make, moves to even par.
We're winning right now.
Frank, in modern professional golf, we're seeing more and more drivable par 4s, like the 8th here at Quail Hollow, 350 yards. What do you think of this hole?
It's not a bad hole. Drivable, some might say, but the angle of the green means it's hard for that tee shot to keep on the green. But I think
That's
the
fine.
reward
That's
for
fine.
hitting a driver is try and
That's
sort of
fine.
aim at that tree just left of the green. And the reason why is then you've got to pitch up the direction of the green. This is a really narrow green.
So
Dang
the
it.
second to par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
But a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he
Not
does it
mine.
here. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good
Oh,
hands,
my
coming out of
God.
the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Come on, you have to make that, don't you?
No shit.
Drop shot here at the 8th.
No shit, you
Just
do.
5 feet left.
Come on. Fuck this
Just
goddamn shit.
slides by, and only a tap in left. Good putt. Just a little tap
Oh,
in.
now I'm back to even again. What the fuck?
Just a sloppy
Or
hole.
two over
no
again.
other way to say it, and it results in a double bogey. Here we are at the 9th hole at Quail Hollow, 495-yard par 4. Frank, it is the longest par 4 on the golf course. Is it, in your estimation, the toughest?
I think the green stops it from being the toughest, Rich, because it does kick in from either side. But when you see holes like this, there's no surprise why the Rory McIlroys and the Ricky Fowlers have won around here. This is just a great driving par 4.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Settles in over the putt. Well, after that birdie, has to be feeling as though they're not out of it just yet.
They're not
Yeah,
far away
right.
from the first page of the leaderboard. A couple more birdies.
Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way. Sports for our entire crew. I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.
Never know. Been down by 3 before.
Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Welcome to the home of the Wells Fargo Championship, where the likes of Rory McIlroy, Ricky Fowler, and long-hitting J.B. Holmes have all won. It was first opened for play in 1961. It has really grown through the years, and it is now played by the best in the world. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Let's jump down to the golf course. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Frank, this is good
Get in there.
golfing weather. Nice strong
Man,
breeze.
chip like a
Former national
motherfucker.
champion, moving inside the cut line with that birdie.
67th. Woo! Bringing up the rear.
Frank, there's a lot to chew on here
Gotta
as
make
you
the
get
cut.
to the tee at the 532-yard par 5-7.
In today's game, 530 plus change, you think is incredibly
Uh-oh,
short.
get-
And look at the trouble in front of you. Water.
Come on,
all the
come on,
way
come
down the right
on.
side and around that right side of the green.
Damn
Bunkers
it.
Left. This is not for the faint of heart.
Ends up in the first cut, and he'll have a pretty good look at the hole location from here. Oh no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Really?
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Oh,
Didn't fare too well on
2
this hole
feet.
yesterday. Made a bogey.
Try that. Oh my God.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough.
These
What
screens
does
are
the player
fucking
need to be
retarded.
careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, not in
Fucking
contention,
bullshit,
but in
man.
for par. Frank, I love a drivable par.
I'm never
four.
gonna win these
Modern
kind of
power
courses. I
game,
hate them.
It
I
really
fucking
adds
hate
an
them.
element of excitement.
Everything's
Here we
like
go at
halfway in between. You can
350
almost
yard
make it.
Par 4-8.
Well, you're definitely going to love this one then, Rich, because it ticks all the boxes here. There's no water in play, just a few bunkers down the left and the one that protects the right side of the green. And you've got a really narrow green, so plenty of reward with minimal risk.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. Not a gimme, but well within his range. We haven't seen a whole lot of that, Frank, but that has to feel good.
I need at least one more. I need to be in like 200, I think.
Well, Frank, what do you think of the ninth hole here at Quail Hollow?
Oh, I think it's a beauty, Rich. One of those long, nice drawing tee shots. 500 yards is a par four. You have to hit a good drive down there. The fairway doesn't camber that much. The hole does dogleg to the left. Big advantage for a big tee shot here.
Excellent drive, Frank. Right where you want to be. Frank, break down this approach shot here at the long par 4 ninth.
Well, it's a lengthy one. A nice high, soft landing shot would work, but don't be too concerned if you're a little left or right of target because the mounding on the green should help in your favor.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Dang it.
Solid play, heart of the green.
Fuck. I needed that chip. Even more.
You can see the golfer is just boiling right now after that miss.
Not
Drop
gonna make
shot
the
here at
cut.
the ninth.
Whatever.
Just a couple of feet.
At this point, I don't really care.
So another
Course
bogey on the
sucks.
scorecard. And Frank, what happened this week?
I think it's a week to forget, Rich.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side. But Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee.
Jesus
They'll pay a little
Christ.
bit
Just
of
get
a
it
price
over
for
with.
missing the fairway here, because from that rough,
No,
you
I
cannot
gotta
control the spin
punch.
on the golf ball. Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Frank, this is where the mental game really comes into play. You've hit a second consecutive shot into the rough.
This could pound very, very quickly, so now's the chance to just take a little breath, take a breather, and try to make sure this shot certainly gets out.
Yeah, keep it rolling. Why not? Why not?
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there.
Oh my God. Just get it over with. Let's go.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Happy
How
about
you
that.
maintain momentum, make those putts for par.
Ridiculous. You're happy about that.
Frank, on this backside at Quail Hollow, a player does have a good chance to get off to a good start with that par 5 10th and now relatively short par 4 11th, where a player with a good drive could stick a short iron in their hands.
Come on, get over that. Here we go.
This is one you're going to have to make a decision. You can just play this as a straightforward dogleg left par 4 and hit a 3-wood or a long iron up there and 9-iron or something like that into the green. Or, if you want it, you can try and blast a drive around the corner. I don't know if that's the more prudent play, but it's fun.
This won't hurt him, Frank.
Just a little left of the flag. That's fine.
Early part of this second nine, and a good approach shot. And now, pretty good chance for birdie. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday.
Fucking
so close.
Whatever. Fucking
Well, that would have been a bonus
shit.
had it gone in, but still,
Oh my
reasonable
God,
chance for
dude.
par here.
Yeah, there's no
sucking
damage.
it up.
You're not going to birdie every hole.
Sucking it up. Sucking it up.
Wow, that's disappointing. Chance to
Don't know.
get too
I
deep
don't know.
on one hole, and you leave it short.
I don't know.
Well, the good thing is he didn't miss it. Right? He didn't go past the miss. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'll never know.
Okay. Still has a chance for birdie, too.
Right, okay. I like that positive attitude. Well, early exit for one of what I thought Rich was going to be the favorite, but their week's over.
Numbers don't lie in this case, in this sport, and now a missed cut.
Cares that fucking place was trash. Fucking Quail Hollow's garbage. Let's go. How many bite? Once. Oh, they're 49. I'm at 46. Ooh, the Players Championship. This is the big one. Alright. Get my favorite course. Sawgrass.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Players. There really is nothing like it in golf. The stadium course at TPC Sawgrass, home to the Players Championship. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. And what a golf course, Frank. And obviously the most famous hole is that little island, par 3, 17th. And it's the ultimate hold your breath moment. When that ball is airborne on a Sunday afternoon, you don't know. Wet or dry, victory or agonizing defeat.
It's certainly a great temptress. And it's fitting in this golf course that was created for two reasons by Pete Dye. It was created to be a cliffhanger of sorts and to test the great players of the world. And of course, it was built with natural viewing in mind. So it's the perfect stadium venue for this championship.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Nope.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like.
Damn it.
Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
All right.
Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options. And you don't have to hit the ball first.
Fuck, man.
Very
Already
nicely
starting
done,
off shit.
right on the dance floor. Getting set now over the putt. So that's a bogey, and now to 1 over par for the tournament. Now to the second. Frank, what do you make of this hole?
Well, over the years, we've seen more and more people hitting 3-wood off this tee. And the 3-wood's normally easier to draw, and it doesn't run out down that right side.
Oh, jeez.
You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough.
Rich, there's rough and rough. The ball is needle-nosed down.
Oh, my God.
Can't even see it from here. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Well, at least he can draw on the experience from the previous hole. Again, in the
Stay on
bunker.
the fucking...
Routine stuff here, Frank, from the bunker.
You just got to be careful of that lip in front of him with his third shot coming up. Should be safely on deck. That was not an easy bunker shot. He made it look so easy.
Really good composure. That bunker was not going to mess up his plans here.
What a recovery. Damn.
Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time that one gets him in the top 10.
So we started with a par 4, then a par 5, and now the 177-yard par 3 third hole. Plenty of hazards here, Frank.
Yeah, you really break this green up into 3 portions. Front left, front right, and that back, just on top of the ridge.
Man, I put spin up the ass on that, and I didn't do dick.
On the green, and looking. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it.
Even par, currently.
Even par early on.
And that separates the people that win
Now
and the people that
back
don't.
over to the fourth. Early in the round and playing reasonably well. Nothing great, but has certainly not given a whole lot away.
Yeah, and actually a good position to really springboard the
Are you
round from here.
kidding me, man? Come on,
Mr.
dude.
Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway.
It's not.
It's off, rough.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
It's tough to take an
Jesus
extra
Christ.
club out of that
I
lie,
can't.
Rex, because it's always in the back of your mind. If you hit it properly,
Don't
it's
get
going
it.
to email the green.
Gave that one everything he had. I mean, really gouged it, and still, it was short. Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Still playing even for the day
Fucking
after the par.
Excited about that. I don't get it.
And that does it for us here at TPC Sawgrass. Great day, Frank.
Yeah, a chance for the players to play one of the golf courses that has become so famous over the last 25 to 30 years.
For my partner, Frank Nobilo, and our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long from the TPC Sawgrass and EA Sports.
I wonder if I do the challenges, I get XP to make my guy better. I'll have to see.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Players. Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Frank, I think that's
Come on, dude.
Looks like it.
What is with
playing this par four, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Get in there.
Frank, where is that thing?
But thank God for small mercies.
That's what I do.
Frank's seventh hole.
I thought
here
it was
at
already
TPC
even.
Sawgrass. How do you break this one down?
Not overly long, 440 yards, but once again, it's a tee shot. If you're driving the ball well, that's fine. You just sort of blister it down there, but you're starting to lose one a little bit to the right. There's 3 pot bunkers there, and of course, if you're fearful of it going left, there's the canal all the way down the left side that'll get your attention.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Jesus,
This is
how do
taken
you
off on a weird
do
mark.
that every time? It's like a
Going to be in the
perfect
rough, it
shot.
looks like. That's a disappointment right there,
Fucking
Frank.
Jesus, man.
Green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
Just fucking getting out of.
Frank, that steady play continues.
Rock solid. Excellent approach shot.
Fuck.
Been a little too much of that, Frank. Just sort of ho-hum pars. Here we are at the 8th at Pete Dye's famed stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Frank, this is a hole that I really like.
And players do too, Rich, especially off that back tee where it must be about 80 yards of shoot that you go through before the hole actually starts to open up. And this green, 11 bunkers in total around the whole putting surface.
Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up.
Yeah, only if it's flat.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie.
Yeah, see? It's fucking
Good
retarded.
try. Just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It's fucking
It shouldn't
dumb.
be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Man,
Yeah, I'm done.
I just pushed it.
Fuck this game.
that hurts. Clean this up with a tap. Frank, it has been that kind of a tournament. Another bogey. Frank, the ninth is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right and sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions. And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable. Oh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Second from an excellent lie.
Fuck it.
Now the third shot here at the ninth, Frank.
Another very narrow green, not that dissimilar to the first hole. There's a high portion on the left and a low portion on the right.
That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. And getting ready for the putt.
What?
Frank, you hate to miss it from that distance.
More than a setback there.
Oh, fucking God,
He has
man.
this attempt for par. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Now on to one of the most exciting back nines in golf here at the TPC Sawgrass, the stadium course. Let's begin at number 10, Frank, and what do you make of this hole?
It's another one where you're just trying to fit the tee shot in the fairway there. It's not a driver, just something that stays right. And of course, we've seen a lot of people stray here down the left side. Who can forget Mickelson when he won his Players Championship, hitting that phenomenal 7-iron out of the fairway bunker through the trees and still finding the putting surface. But speaking of the putting surface, this green has more undulations than just about any green on the golf course.
Outstanding strike right there, right off the center of the club face, and a good chance for birdie. Now comfortably inside that cut line, the former national champ makes birdie. Hole number 11, 558 yard, par 5. Frank, players in attack mode here.
Yeah, just try and blitz it down there. There are other bunkers on the left to consider, but really with that much fairway, this is a green light opportunity. That's fine.
Well, this is going to be an interesting day. The wind is howling, or as they would say in Scotland, just a wee breeze. Good lie in the fairway, a good chance to make something happen here. You want to get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18 with a chance. 16 is the reachable par 5. You can make eagle there. And then the final 2 holes, you just want to steer clear of trouble. Though, with bold play, and you mentioned it with Craig Perks, you could make birdies.
It really is a case of mind over matter when you look at those holes. You're right. If you took away the water, you think that it wouldn't be the same. You intimidate the player as he plays 15. He's well aware of the finishing 3 holes.
Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot, and now pretty good chance for birdie.
Par yesterday, now for birdie. Oh, I thought he had that.
Oh, painful lip out. This is a good putt.
Absolutely can't believe it. I thought that thing was stone dead in the center. Did the job right there. Don't forget third round coverage coming your way tomorrow on EA Sports. For Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner, saying so long for now.
Garbage. Just fucking garbage. Pugs are horrid.
NBC Golf
I want to make
Channel
everything
on
putting
EA
good.
Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly
Switching my shit to
presents
putting.
the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Players. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank getting set for the second shot here at the fifth. What's the best way to go at it?
Rich, it's one of the hardest par fours on the golf course. There's nothing wrong with aiming right at the middle of the green here. You can certainly putt to where the flag is from there.
Stop.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. And knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
Really. This is an awkward length.
Even more,
That would've
and
been a
then I
bonus
don't go
had it gone
enough,
in,
and then
but
I go too
still,
far. Fucking
reasonable chance for par
motherfuck, dude.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Well, that's just a poor putt,
He's
Frank, and
fucking
now let's hope he doesn't
fuck
make
off. Just
Michael
withdraw.
Dubois.
He's hardly going to be singing after that one.
So that's a bogey, and now
Whatever.
1 over par for the tournament.
Whatever.
Frank, this isn't a hole that sort of jumps out at you the way, say, 17 does.
Yeah, a lot of times people will just sort of gloss over it, but anytime you get a par 4 into 400 yards, it's a great opportunity. But once again, a positional hole. Take advantage of it. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Frank, approach shot here at 6. Good chance to make birdie?
There is. You can almost cut this green into thirds. There's that front third, the left third, and, of course, the back third.
And then look at it. Oh my god, dude.
Safely aboard.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Too far. Not enough. Not far enough. See?
How did that stay out,
Oh,
Frank?
I don't. I just.
Did everything. So they'll tap in. And he makes it for par. Seventh hole here at Sawgrass. Frank a bit uncomfortable off the tee.
It is. It reminds me a little bit of the opening hole, much longer version, where when you stand on the tee and look at the green, it's a straightaway hole. But that fairway goes to the left and it comes back to the right. But they're all optical illusions.
Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag. Strategically, Frank, how do you like to play this hole?
You've got to be aware of where you don't want to go. That front right bunker is probably the easiest bunker shot on this hole, but there's a little pop bunker on the left. That one there, always difficult to get it up and down.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away. Here.
Oh.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor.
I usually make those.
Gimme, but well within his range.
I don't
Never quite had enough oomph on that.
Sort of a wishy-washy stroke.
Hoping to drop only one shot, this for bogey. continues to roll the ball very well. TPC Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Navalo. Here at the 8th, Frank, most players are happy walking out of here with a par 3.
And the reason why, it's a very narrow entry to this green. It's just littered with bunkers around, left, behind, to the side, and even short. Once you get further up the green, though, even though this is sort of an undulating green, it starts to widen up. So don't get trapped into just looking at the front of this hole.
Just get this fucking shit
Frank, not
over
close,
with.
but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich. It's no snack, though.
Won't go far enough or something. I don't get it. I can't read greens in this fucking game.
Shot here
I
at
don't
the
know.
8th. Oof, this is tough to watch.
I've already got my eyes covered.
Frank, now at the 9th, this really is one of my favorite par 5s in the entire sport.
And I certainly enjoy watching people play it today, Rich. It used to be unreachable, but the longer hitters now, we're starting to see them go for this par 5 regularly in 2. And the reason why, they start to hit the drive more down the right now than what they used to. People used to try and go down the left side. The right side, it hugs the water, but you get a better view of the second shot.
Nope. Oh.
Frank, when you think layup shot on a par 5, you think it's easy. This isn't necessarily that simple, is it?
No, you've got to keep the ball to the right. Otherwise, those overhanging limbs on those trees on the left, they become havoc.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Bogey here yesterday. Chance to better that today. In the hole for birdie. Day 3, and what a tournament this is shaping up to be, Frank.
Quite simply, great weather, great golf, great fans, which is the perfect mix for a golfer trying to win a tournament. The final round, if this is anything to go by, has to just be sensational.
I have to get 14 strokes. Yeah. Struggling. Struggling.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the players. Frank, this one's going too far left, it looks like.
Yeah, it was fine there for a little while, but if it keeps going left, it's doomed.
You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
That's just downright embarrassing. On the
know.
putting surface, and now off on the fringe. Wow. Been a little too much of that, Frank. Just sort of holding bars. Frank, Tiger certainly had his adventures here at 14.
Well, we'll never forget that. Spun it left. In the end, was very, very lucky to get away with 6. Had it been 7, Garcia might have just caught him at the post, but he will, and we will, never forget 14.
Good contact, good result. He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, I think that's going in the bunker.
Looks like it.
That one ends up in the rough.
That went sideways.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Solid play, heart of the green. In for par. Just before we get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, 15 requires all of your attention, doesn't it, Frank?
Personally, I think this is the prettiest hole on the golf course, Rich. I've actually often gone back there and taken pictures. Just a gentle dogleg to the right. You come out of the chute. Seems to be a generous fairway. You just get a little view of the bunker down the right side, but virtually there's no lip there, so that's not a concern. The green, all sorts of weird and wonderful waves on it, well protected by a big bunker on the left, and there's two little pot bunkers out on the right that, well, if you're first time around, you might notice. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
Oh,
so the
my
second
God,
of the par
man.
4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
And from the rough, he manages to not only make the green, but get within easy striking distance of the hole.
Oh my God!
Struggling
It's
a bit
fucking
with
completely
the
straight.
flat stick and a drop shot here at the 15th hole.
Fucking stupid
Just a little
fucking
tap in
bullshit.
here. He's made it.
Worthless fucking
Now the
bullshit.
start of the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18. Par 5, 16. Frank, Tiger made birdie here all 4 days in winning in 2013.
Fred Couples made that fantastic eagle many years ago. Hole bends a little to the player's left. You don't have to hit driver here if you're a long hitter, but you really must move that ball right to left.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Oh, it looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
Well, Rich, if there's something to be taken out of this tournament, then it's that right there. Eagle. They've been hard to come by.
Maybe he can build on that. Frank, a couple different ways to watch golf as a fan. You could follow your favorite player for a number of holes, or you can park yourself in one spot. I think one of the better ones is the hill behind the 17th at TPC Sawgrass.
Yeah, and that's why the reaction of the fans is so different. If you followed that player the whole way around, you lived and died on every shot he's hit. Meanwhile, if you stuck in
Oh, man.
some great shots. And
That's a beauty.
You get that divergence of different type of fan.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
We haven't seen a whole lot of that, Frank, but that has to feel good.
If I could finish one under, that'd be a
Now one of the
feat.
more difficult holes in golf. The 18th here at Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. In 2013, this hole averaged .39 strokes above par. What makes it so challenging, Frank?
Just that big body of water that's to the left of 18 here that's also shared to the right of 9. Not a single fairway bunker on this 18th hole. So really, lack of definition. It's so hard to find a target here.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity.
Now it's that sneaky distance.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking him for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about pleasure.
Come on, dude.
But it's going to hurt the cause.
Just fucking tap it the fucking garbage in. Oh my god, dude.
Frank, this has been an absolute mess today and all week long.
Just give me that shit.
That'll put a wrap on our final round coverage for all of us at EA Sports. I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time.
60th. Trash rookie season. I had 1 win. And I had to chip it in for Eagle to win it. In second. Mizuno. Precision. Short game. There we go. Try that. Here, Dragonfly.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Peach Invitational. Hello everybody, I'm Rich Lerner, and beside me is my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. We're here in the state of Georgia getting ready to kick off the round here at East Lake Golf Club. It's been a permanent home to the Tour Championship since 2005. Golf course today set up as a par 70 for the professionals, usually a par 72 for the members.
Bubba Watson.
I'm excited to call all the action out on the course for you today. For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in on our featured golfer here at the first.
Practice on.
Getting ready to start the round, Frank, what is the importance of getting off to a good start?
It's imperative, Rich, really. Try and find your rhythm, conditions of the golf course. Really get into the round as quick as you can.
No complaints there. In the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Steeply up the hill here. This is going to play very long. On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
More.
We'll never know if that had gone in because it never made it.
Trying to move on with a par in his pocket. So a steady climber with the par into the top 10.
Yeah, another scrapper.
Now at the second hole, first of a really tough set of par threes, Frank.
This is where iron play comes straight away out of the gates, Rich. Good iron play is always rewarded on this par 3 downhill. It's a big enough green. Good iron players often will have a chance for birdie. A little sloppy off the tee here, and you'll rack up at least 4 in a heartbeat.
Oh my God.
Getting set for this next shot
I
from
thought
the
I'd do-
rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing. Rich, that was some shot out of the rough. I really didn't think he could even get that on the green.
Well, just to get it on the green, as you say, I think is a big win. Well,
Come
just a poor
on.
putt,
Come
Frank,
on.
and now let's hope he
Come
doesn't
on.
make
Come
Michael
on.
Dublé.
There's just.
He's hardly going to be singing after that one.
Oh my God, dude. I'm done.
So that's a bogey, and now to 1 over par for the tournament.
It's getting boring.
Now to the third hole, and Frank, again, it is relatively short.
But well bunkered off the tee, Rich, so decision to be made here. 2 bunkers down the left side. The one on the right doesn't really come into play, but it's a good line to hit it over the left-hand edge of that right bunker.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Good thing I'll have the new
Play it from a
baseball.
lie like that.
Second shot, good look at the green.
No, I don't hit it hard enough. See, that's what I don't get, man. Like,
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good.
I don't even care.
Boy, that
Just
hurts
go.
right there, Frank.
Yeah, he's got to knuckle down now, though, because, you know, we've seen it before, Rich. 2 putts turn into 3, 4. So make sure you can limit the damage here.
So 2 over par for the round. Action is underway, and we'll take you out to hole number 4. Frank, you know this. You can't win a tournament in the first round, but you can lose it. As we catch up with our featured golfer, they need to turn this around just to make the cut.
And turn it around now.
And that's where you want to be at the 4th, in the fairway. So this is where club selection becomes much more important. Uphill, make sure you have enough stick, and then swing away. Oh no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Not quite enough on that one, couple of feet short.
Yeah, hopefully he taps it in. Not his best, but hopefully it's just 2 putts.
I don't even care.
gosh,
Put the
that
fucking thing
hurts.
in.
Oh, man.
Fuck
He
this
just
shit.
pushed it.
Boy, that hurts.
Garbage fucking shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Motherfucking. Oh, come on. Gotta retry that. Too far. Damn it. No, no. Fucking great. Okay. I might not getting close. What the hell? Get on there. I think you get like extra if you get it. No, it's too far. Fuck. Get on there. Get on there. I'm gonna get a reward. That should have an extra 500 right there. That's fucking bullshit. What? Are you fucking kidding me? Like... There's my 49. One more, then no reward. Oh. Come on, it's perfect. Ooh, glow cat black and blue. Nice. Ooh, I get sticky now. I think the squares it. No. What's this shit? Okay. hell? Beautiful. Black pearl. Ooh. Where's the shit unlocked? Ooh, rain, it says. Jeez, they don't put new shit in there, do they? Is it? I wonder if it's the ball. I think it's just the balls. Actually, I think it's the red and the no, just the black. Where's the fucking red one? Yeah, right there. Wonder where the fuck that was. Yeah, right here. I got this one right there.